And we're live on Twitch. Now we're just waiting on YouTube. Come on, YouTube.
Come on, YouTube.
Come on, YouTube.
Come on, YouTube. You can do it.
YouTube. YouTube.
YouTube.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Mehvies. And today, we're watching
Yay!
Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. Now, before we
Note
get
that Alex
started,
has not seen this movie.
Yeah, I have not seen this movie. Now, before we get started, allow me to explain something that happened when I put in this Blu-ray. I put in the Blu-ray, and the Warner Brothers menu came up. And then we sat on the Blu-ray menu, just, waiting around for other people who didn't show up to show up. No, by the way, I'm not throwing shade at anybody. People have other plans,
Yeah.
people, can't make it. And, that's perfectly fine. But, the music was playing on the menu, and then all of a
And
sudden the
then it
music stopped. And it didn't restart. And, yeah, so if you've ever, for reference, if you don't know what the Warner Brothers menu looks like, if you've ever seen, like, one of the Arrowverse menus on, like, DVD or Blu-ray, or, like, most of the DCAMU films, that's the Warner Brothers menu. It's the standard, like, bare-ass, they barely even change the color scheme menu.
Or if you ever had the original JoJo's Bizarre Adventure DVD.
Yeah, the old
That
JoJo's
also.
DVDs have the same menu.
Yep. And
And,
it sucked back then.
yeah,
Thankfully, the Blu-rays resolved that problem.
kind of. The new Blu-rays kind of have, like, it's similar, but not the same. It's better, but it's still not very good. And then they introduced a new menu template around the time of their Watchmen release on, it was either UHD or the Blu-ray version, I can't remember which version. And
Well,
that one
anyway,
also looks really lame. But,
are we at the Morgan Creek logo?
yeah, so we're starting at the Morgan Creek logo, by the way. That's 14 seconds in on the Warner Brothers release of this, for those of you watching along at home. So, we're just going to go ahead and get ourselves started in 3, 2, 1. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum.
Notice that this film's aspect ratio is in scope.
Yeah, this is another one of those films that's changed its aspect ratio with being a sequel. Also, by the way, Kevin, you'll notice that this film is written and directed by an old friend of ours.
Yep, Steve Odekirk.
Yes, Steve Odekirk of Kung Pao Enter the Fist fame.
Yep, and Jim Carrey is a friend of Steve Odekirk.
Yes.
So I feel like with Odekirk's direction, they kind of went for a more comedic, like, and over the top thing, as opposed to a bit more grounded with the first movie.
Yes. That may in fact be due to the fact that Steve Odekirk's comedy style tends to be a lot more out there than than most films. He is the guy who created the Thumb Wars films, after all.
Yep. Yep, there he is. Did you know it took like $15 million to get Jim Carrey to sign on for the sequel?
Hmm. Makes sense. Because
He's more because Jim Carrey is a one and done kind of guy.
Yeah.
And
And then, this is one of the only sequels he's done, aside from Sonic 1, 2, and 3. You know what? I'd ask for $15 million if they wanted me to hang off a fucking cliff, too. Although, actually, I think what they've got here... Yeah, so So if you look at the wide shot, you can tell they've composited his head onto a much heavier body double. Which is probably what David Lee Roth should have done for the skyscraper cover, because his life was being held onto that wall by approximately 4 inches worth of piton.
Her.
Yeah, so if
And
you
yeah,
see,
so that
if you
also
pay
kind of
close
affected.
attention here, like the close-up shots are slightly different. Jim Carrey is much slimmer than the guy they were using in the wide shot.
Now, oh god, this bit.
Jesus fucking Christ, Ace.
Yeah.
Okay. I like this as an opening credits sequence.
Yes. So yeah, the whole comedic and over the top direction did kind of affect Ace's characterization as opposed to how he was
Hmm.
in the original film. You know, last I checked, raccoons are expert climbers, so I don't think this would be a problem.
Yeah. I've seen raccoons get themselves in some very strange spot.
Also, this is
Okay then.
the least practical. This is the least practical way to do this. You could have had the raccoon just cling on to you while you did this, but no, gravity is going to do its thing. While Ace slowly sidles along, says the guy looking down. Yeah, you see that?
Uh, I I believe that a raccoon is capable of exerting enough weight to break one of those steel clasps. Sure.
Ace, pull him up. Pull him up. Pull him up, you dumbass.
use the use the parachute. Can't hold on much longer. Shut up.
So, fun fact, this is actually a parody of another
I believe
scene.
it's a parody of the movie Cliffhanger, right?
Yep, you
Yeah.
are correct.
Starring Sylvester Stallone.
So yeah, you would be correct that that was a shout out to Cliffhanger, written and directed
Yes.
by Steve Odekirk, which may or may
By the
not
way,
have scenes written and directed by Zack Snyder.
but yeah, by the way, go watch Cliffhanger. It's a pretty good movie. One of those unusual films where the premise is just off kilter enough that like a you wouldn't think a rock climbing thriller would work, but it does.
Oh, and Alex,
Uh huh.
apparently Jim Carrey hated this movie so much that he vowed never to do a sequel again. So this was the movie that caused him to not ever do sequels.
I'm going to bring this movie to him if I ever meet him, and I'm going to ask him to sign it.
He's gonna hate you for that. And this was a and that vow I mentioned was something that he kept that, that he kept for 20 years until he made Dumb and Dumber 2 in 2014. Even though a lot of people like myself really like this movie, and some people actually say that this movie is better than the first.
I can agree that it's good, at least from what I've seen so far. The funny thing is, I distinctly remember having this film on VHS, but never watching it. Um, I don't know why.
Unlike me and the Goonies. Look at that unnatural animal Riz
Look at the fucking butterflies around his head.
and the lion and the tiger right next to each other.
And the bears, oh my. Oh no, that's a, not a llama, that's an alpaca.
Sticky and loaded with danger.
And the subtitles say stinky and dangerous, completely ruining the joke.
Really? No. God. I am sorely needed here in the ashram. You can tell that the monastery is not too fond of him.
They, yeah, they're trying to get rid of him.
'80? How the fuck are you still alive, you old man?
He spends most of his time meditating and therefore not putting a lot of strain on his body.
Take it to them gently. Yeah, this is not what a monastery would ever do.
And hence from there is when the humor arises.
Sure can. Yeah, I decided I was gonna put that on my bucket list. To be like the stairs maybe may not be worth may not like the climb. This is damn worth it. Of course. How selfish of me. Let's do all the things that you want to
Cut
do.
to 20-year-old stock footage of an airplane. And you felt the need to explain this to me. Why? Oh, dear God. Did you forget to take them out of their shell, Ace? That's a reference to a Twilight Zone episode that William Shatner was in. Infamously recreated in Twilight Zone the movie in a short that wound up killing two people, I believe.
Yeah.
We're going off road. Oh no, I'm mistaken. It was recreated in Twilight Zone the movie, but it was I believe that was in the yeah, it was in the first segment, Timeout, which is where the helicopter crash happened.
You didn't notice the subway sign, Alex? Free advertisement for your workplace.
Yeah. Subway, eat fresh. Ba 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 da ba ba.
Oh boy, I'm sure
Did they
somebody
give
even
Ace cocaine or something?
they must have. That's an Asian elephant, not an African elephant.
Ah, in the imported variety.
I don't think that's actually possible for a horse to do. To lean over like a dog.
Hmm.
Also, you shouldn't treat your horses like that. By affinity, he means Riz. Uh, I like I like the way he just analyzes these things.
Sherlock Holmes, but for animals.
Yep.
I wonder if I wonder if that was scripted or if he just decided that it was like you know what? What?
Oh dear.
Hmm.
I mean, one of the smartest of all the birds.
Well, that's an unusual pairing. Uncle Pennybags
I'll-
would never.
Alrighty then. Kind of flubbed up on the punch there, but whatever.
This is why they picked somebody small for that role. So Jim Carrey could just haul him around on his back. Excuse me.
Uh, please don't get up. He's like, all right then. Okay. Oh dear. Someone's going to be arrested for excessive poaching.
Jesus Christ, a fucking elephant on this guy's wall. Hey, is that a bison? That's a giraffe. There are elephant tusks in there.
He
You
was
know, it
asking
wouldn't
for
be
it.
an Ace Ventura film if Ace wasn't driving around in a busted old hoopty.
That's a reticulated python, not native to Africa.
Hmm. This guy is going to be arrested for not only exceptional poaching, excess. Fucking hell. I'm trying to say words and I'm not saying them. He's going to be arrested not only for poaching, but also for introducing invasive species.
Obviously, it's a filming location error.
Mm-hmm. Okay then. We hum bum way. I'm going to see it. We're going we're going to see it.
Now we have.
No 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 no
Yes.
no no.
Yeah, Ace Ventura may be a fan of a lot of animals, but he's not a fan of bats.
Yeah, he's still not over that encounter he had with a man-sized one that Val Kilmer dressed up as.
Don't think that was out when this. Oh wait,
No, it came out around the same time Ace Ventura 1 did, I think.
Ace Ventura came out in '94, and
Batman
let
Forever
me.
was, oh yeah, it was 95, yeah. That would have
Oh,
been before this one.
yep. Bumblebee tuna. By Seattle Walleye there.
White man came across the seas. He brought us weed and his disease.
Oh, I'm surprised you're not asking how I know. Oh, that one guy was Ottawa Walleye.
Hmm. Oh. I don't know what your fucking problem is. Just sit down.
By the way, have you seen the latest Solid JJ sketch?
I have not, no. I was wondering how they were going to end that, but, you know what? That actually works. What the fuck?
Indeed. And he still does his head bobbing.
I wonder how much effort that was on Jim Carrey's part, because he's doing a lot of moving around with his neck.
Hey, it's a mandrill, or rather Rafiki, and he's holding a
I
stick.
heard they, I heard they recast me in the Lion King remake.
How bad was that, Mr. Rafiki?
Oh.
Okay, then. Bunch of oxpeckers on a giraffe. Do you have any idea how many ticks an oxpecker picks off of a animal every so often?
A lot?
Yeah.
Hmm. Those are zucchinis.
Yep. Now he suddenly lost his appetite. Hello. Seduction. Mandrill's asleep again.
All I can do is get drunk off of Disney royalties and hope they don't make another Lion King sequel.
We're making a prequel.
Oh, dear God.
Wow. He was in there for an awfully long time.
Yeah. No, Ace Ventura is going to get canceled for doing whiteface, in addition to being canceled for all of the other offensive jokes in this.
And nobody heard that.
Nobody heard most of what Ace has been doing. Interesting scene transition there.
That's what he's hitting with that.
Um, the picture of a bat.
Nope.
Huh. Oh, God. That guy.
Poor sap. That's what he's doing.
Something. Uh, this is the, Okay, I was expecting the Austin Powers cut, but, you know.
Yes, his mantra
Put.
where
Mr. Ventura, please put your dick away. You're called a private dick for a reason.
as most men do. move that around like that, the torch is gonna go out really quickly.
Ooh, more feathers. I
Hmm.
wonder.
That's not a medallion, that's a cross.
Technically, I believe it's an Ankh.
And an Ankh is a different religion that and Buddhist monks believe in.
Yeah, it's Ankh is a
Egyptian thing.
yeah, I was gonna say it's an Egyptian thing.
You know, Ace, you could have just simply lit your way. Master of disguises.
you
You secret agent, man.
you know you don't look like Dana Carvey to me.
Be thankful. Oh, and this isn't actually a funny movie.
Yeah.
The chimps are just grooming him. Wow, those lions.
that's that's a decent composite.
Yeah. See,
Take
even
note,
someone who
Disney.
loves animal. See, even animal lovers like Ace Ventura know. Oh,
Yeah.
the fact
He
that you
his
can't
problem
let
is
any.
with wasting it, like the poachers
Yeah,
do.
yeah. And then we get this legendary bit.
Hmm. The live action GoBots movie is looking a lot better than I expected it to.
See, the fan would not be very helpful,
No.
especially inside here. So yeah, it was better off without the fan being on. That's the worst part, Alex.
Yeah, because when you have hot air in a place and not a whole lot of actual ventilation, moving the hot air around on you makes you cook more. Ask me how I know
Yeah,
this.
I don't need to ask you. Work in a I used to work in a warehouse.
Yes. I worked in a warehouse.
Oh, oh.
I nearly had a heat stroke in a warehouse.
Well, Ace is never gonna be wearing those clothes again.
Bingo, 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 big
Wouldn't
money,
you
big
agree, Alex?
prizes. I
With
love
how
it.
with how sweaty those underwear that those tidy whities were?
Come on. Well,
Well,
that handle was obviously not holding the door shut, so. Okay, so Ace. Ace, all you have to do is dismantle the hydraulics.
I thought you
Just,
were
you,
didn't wasn't
Ace, all you
there
have to do
open
is twist.
Ace, there was open air pockets right in front of you. Oh dear.
Who's that? That guy looks familiar.
Baby looks a little
This is a little bit pale to me.
yeah.
This is why you should include a Swiss Army knife in your collection of things that you carry.
Yeah.
Just ask MacGyver.
Mommy, why does it look like a naked Jim Carrey's coming out? At the angle in such a way that we didn't see Jim Carrey's junk.
Yeah, just he's got to squeeze his thighs just right so that his dick doesn't pop into screen and earn us 2 extra rating bumps.
So Quinn is actually just trying to find a place for them in his safari. That's all it is.
Mmm.
He's not holding them hostage or anything. That's not how tasers work. With a taser like that, you got to make direct contact.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
were
yeah, yeah. Fun fact, that's a line from Batman Forever. You can just reuse that dialogue. It doesn't matter.
oh god.
Way-oh, daylight come and may one go home. Ow.
Why?
Oh no.
Uh,
Ow.
that hurts.
Yeah. Gotta get to bed.
Nice little cut there. right
I can feel it coming in the air
in my
tonight.
neck.
Oh, Lord.
Starting to get numb.
I've become so numb, I can feel you there.
3 darts is too much. Ace already is proving and have a tad more stamina than Red and Guardian.
Yeah, sadly, yes.
Total of 8 darts.
There goes my hero. Let me guess. Spiced with bat guano. Ah, close enough.
Yep.
There are no grains of salt in the ocean. They're all dissolved.
Oh boy. Immediately, suspicions were aroused. They're like, wait a second, who's this white guy?
Why'd you take off the mask? Jim Carrey looks like somebody brought a horse to life and made it walk like a man in this movie.
Ah, like what?
Our princess is another cat.
Now we got a little montage. Ugh. Ooh.
Now, fun fact, the faster you walk across those,
The less pain you endure. And
yes.
Ace being a smart ass. To be fair, they didn't say how. Oh,
Kalima!
oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That cuts to a
What?
rubber head. I told the witch doctor.
Oh, and then watch this. Watch this.
You
What the fuck?
know, these days, they would have made Jim Carrey go through like a 3-day dehydration process in order to get his shirt off for this movie. And they would have had to film all of this at the end of the last day. And then which probably would have made this whole thing take a lot longer. Rather than, just having people be in decent shape most of the time and then, it's just you film them.
Okay. So this is a joke that's referenced in SpongeBob. So fun fact, this little guy, the tiny warrior, or, or is played by Tommy Davidson,
Huh.
who is also a friend of Jim Carrey. Alrighty then. I must tell you, I do not wish to fight you. Violence is no longer in my nature. But if you want it, you got it, sister. Ow!
Jesus Christ.
Lady, I see. I was unaware that the Wachutus were fighters. Well, why don't you try this on and see how it feels?
Back body drop. Trust me, that hurts a lot more on solid ground. than it does in a wrestling ring.
Wait. Okay, so
I can
fun fact,
imagine they
I've
probably
actually
had Jim Carrey on a little sled so that they could move him across the
so
ground better.
they all right.
Now he looks like the White
Despite all
Devil.
things on board, nobody
With
messes
the
with
do!
the crew.
Yeah,
So fun fact, John Schimmel, Chris Sabat, and Chris Ayres were doing a bunch of famous film scenes as their characters in Dragon Ball, and Sabat did that bit as Vegeta.
I can imagine.
The third devil, but he must kill you now. Hey, I'll have you know that I have the speed of a mongoose. Know it. Hey, Korea.
Ah!
Just stand there and throw me a spear.
Take the one out of your leg, Ace.
Oh, no. Phone. It's in the phone.
I'll take it out of the bone then. Oh, no, that's in the bone too.
Yes, he is like sissy girl. Super. Take your bear now. Bye bye then. I can imagine that took a while to recover from. Meanwhile, oh my, that bat has some big teeth. Mm. Only males are considered silverbacks.
Yeah. Although
Somebody didn't do their
maybe
homework.
that just kind of explains how big the female is supposed to be.
Even though the males are supposed to be bigger.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my. Oh dear.
Excuse me.
You threw the ropes, you dumb monkey. And now we get one of Ace's best feats,
Hmm.
aside from surviving in that fall.
We get a full-on shot of all of Jim Carrey's fillings.
Hello, crocodile. Ace takes on a full-grown crocodile.
Only Ace Ventura can beat a
Oh,
crocodile by feeding himself to it.
don't start what you can't finish.
Oh, elbow drop off the top
Hit
rope.
yourself. Hit yourself. Hit yourself. The water tastes good, yes? Glub, glub. He fucking drowns.
Mhm.
Righty then.
Us.
Righty then.
Alrighty then. That's Oh god damn it, Ace, why are you back here? I thought we kicked you out.
Usually when when people see on the internet of a Russian owning a exotic animal, you'd
Well,
first be like they're like you're not supposed to have that, but then you realize they're Russian, and you're like, okay, that makes sense. You get what I mean, right? Like they are a different breed.
yep.
You see, they are a different breed. Have lots more patience.
Guano. I may have brought this up back in our Dr. No commentary, but Dr. No was originally set in a place with a guano mine, and Dr. No died in a guano mine.
Hey then. And
Reused footage no jutsu, and then different ending. That's cool.
I no. I see that he's quite sweaty.
What the fuck is his problem?
So he wanted to start a war to be stupidly rich.
Huh.
I imagine he Jim Carrey had to practice that.
What? Well, after that little encounter in 1995, I'm not especially fond of bad. It's daytime, Ace. That was an obscure reference even back then.
Here comes the elephant. Who joined last minute? Hi, Gizmo.
Yeah, sorry. Fuck.
You alright,
Dude,
man?
dude, my fucking neighbor was just barged into our house out of nowhere.
Okay, then.
Why?
My mom thinks he's drunk. I think he was just senile. I don't know, man. It was weird. Fuck.
So you were just a little out of it after that.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
like,
sorry to
dude.
hear that. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so context. At first, he was just a harmless guy. For some reason, he was always drunk and would always come by and give us random shit from like boxes of hand sanitizer and wipes to like bags of Ghirardelli chocolates from Valentine's Day, even though it's not even close to it anymore.
Yeah.
Now he's constantly trying to get my mom to do something. I don't know. He's never clear on what he wants to do. He was always drunk. Now when my one of my older young brothers went out to walk the dogs, he immediately grabs the door and slowly comes in, and he's just casually saying hello to me.
Okay.
Eh,
Wow, that's a lot of animals.
Are we still live?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're still
we're
alive.
still watching the movie.
Yeah,
You can
fuck.
watch on Alex's stream, so that way
I
you'll be
actually
caught up.
stopped streaming it because the movie froze.
Oh,
Okay, so we're not live then.
No, we are
we are
alive,
alive.
but the movie, as I was streaming it on Solar movie froze. So.
Well, there's a reason why I didn't join it sooner. I mean, I just told you. Right, fuck, man. Ugh. He's weird. Apparently, like the son is stupid, so we had to contact the daughter, and she's furious.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, man. Ugh. Oh yeah, screen share is not working for me again.
Oh, nice.
Of course, it's
That's
not.
great.
Yeah, I'm gonna reset my computer. I'm gonna see if that works.
Well,
Okay.
I'm not sharing any screens because Solar Movie just doesn't want to fucking do anything right now. So.
I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
All right. Oh, that's precious. He thinks he can get away in that little car.
Well, it is a Land Rover, so that of all the vehicles that
Oh, Alex, you're not you're not gonna believe what Ace just decides to appropriate.
oh my god, it's a fucking monster truck.
Yep.
Living on an endless road, around the world for rock and roll. Sometimes it feels so rough, but I still ain't had enough. I keep saying that it's getting too much, but I know I'm a liar. Hellraiser in the thunder and heat. Don't ask me why I sing that every time somebody goes on a rampage in a giant vehicle. I feel like it fits somehow.
Sure. This one little thing. How?
What's with the blood pressure logo up in Ace's glasses there?
Monster truck does what a monster truck does. Oh. Well, that, oh, relax. The bat isn't really gonna hurt you. Bats are mostly harmless, Alex.
Yeah, except for that one that carries rabies, but that there's only one.
Yeah, that's only one out of several species.
Mm-hmm.
Because for the most part, as I mean, hell, vampire bats they'll only take a small bit of blood
And they
from
don't
large
predate.
animals.
Yeah, they don't predate on humans.
But that nobody noticed them.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed. What is this? Pirates of the Caribbean 2?
At least it's not Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
Yeah, it works now.
All right. By the way, Gizmo, now we're watching the bad guy seemingly getting out of danger. Looks like the coast is clear. He's laughing off his chase
Try it
scene, but
again.
then you hear some grunting.
Nasty.
We are on the way. A whim away, 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 a
You couldn't
whim
find a
away.
chart of the movie?
Now it's frozen
What?
again. That's great.
I now
You
pronounce
couldn't find the
night
turret of the
record.
movie?
Couldn't find the what now?
A turret?
I have a Blu-ray.
Why not use that?
I am using that. It's just that, like, unless I ripped it ahead of time, I wouldn't have been able to,
You probably should have.
yeah.
I think from henceforth, you might as well just rip the movies that we'll be
Yeah.
doing.
I don't think you have. Well, dude, if you have the physical movie, I don't think it would be much trouble.
No, I'm saying for
Legitimately, it
Are you
actually,
sure?
legitimately, it
For-
actually would, because it'd require me, like, I'm
saying she's
trying,
not a virgin. They can tell that.
Huh. See, yeah, I'd have to,
And he's chased by the natives.
yeah, I'd have to get
What
a
a way to
Blu-ray
end
for
the
the streaming
movie.
machine for that to work, because otherwise,
Why not just screen capture the VLC player?
Well, anyway, how would you rate this
I mean,
movie,
I'd have to
Alex?
rip the Blu-ray. I wouldn't say it's as good as the first one, but I'd say it's close. I'd say I gave like what the last one was like a 9 out of 10, and I'd say this
Yeah.
is like an 8.
I'd say this is slightly better just because I remember more of it. So
It's got a lot of
9.5.
good stuff in it. I just think that it's because it's a little bit less restrained. Some of the stuff isn't it doesn't hit as hard because there's so much. But yeah, um, yeah, no, I'll probably wind up just ripping all the movies and not just the Disney ones from here on out. It's not that big a deal. I just need to get another hard drive. And I do have another Blu-ray drive that I could hook up to the streaming machine. I just need to get a
Streaming machine.
an external case for it.
Why not just add a Blu-ray player to your PC?
That's literally what I just said.
You said an external drive, right?
Right. Okay. Okay, so I'd have to add an external drive because my case doesn't have room for an optical drive. Like literally, the front I have one of those stupid new towers that doesn't have a spot to mount an optical drive on the front of it.
Why would you just buy it okay?
Listen, I bought a pre-built back when you couldn't find 3000 series GPUs for less than $1,000 a piece because of Bitcoin miners and COVID, you know? I didn't exactly have all my options open.
I'm just saying you could have just bought a PC case
I mean,
before.
I could buy a PC case or and then put all of my PC hardware inside that, but that would also require me like having to take apart the computer, put all the stuff in there and whatnot, or I could just buy like a $20 external case and throw that on top of the computer, and then it'll work out pretty good like that.
I mean, that's what I did. I bought the case, and then I continued on and just looked for parts that catered to my needs and I knew would fit.
I mean, I got that. It's just like I already have the computer in the case already. I'd have to disassemble and reassemble. And that'd take like an entire aside from having to wait for the stuff to arrive, it'd take an entire afternoon to get set up. Oh, god damn.
When you wake up, you'll remember nothing of. Man, they'll make simulator games out of anything.
Yeah, they
Yep.
will. I remember when Surgeon Simulator and Goat Simulator were first coming out. They came up with just about everything they could.
Surgeon Simulator makes sense, but Goat Simulator, they could have called it anything else.
So next week we will be viewing a certain
Next week is going to be a good movie. Not this wasn't
yes.
a good movie, but the one that we'll be watching
It'll be a good
in the
movie as well.
rotation after the good movie. Oh boy. Oh no. We're gonna have a bad time.
Road 96 is on sale. It's really not worth getting unless you get it by that discount.
Alex, when I ended up, Alex, when I ended up seeing, I'm gonna post this in broadcast chat. When I ended up seeing this episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I couldn't help but feel very thirsty. Like I needed something to drink.
I
I
actually
don't
can't see that.
go in the broadcast chat.
Actually, fuck it. There's nothing after the credits, is there?
No.
Okay. Anybody else have a craving for Pepsi? Come on!
I could go for
Excuse
one,
me.
honestly.
This sign was sending some subliminal messages to me. It was telling me that I needed to go and get something to drink.
Better Pepsi logo than the one we have now.
I think that is the current Pepsi logo.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't know how you had not noticed. A lot of the soda brand logos are going corporate when it comes to their
yeah.
logos. Mountain
Okay.
Dew, it's not Mountain Dew anymore. It's Mountain Dew.
Minton Dew.
Yeah, Mountain Dew, not Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew.
Anyway, so tomorrow we will be viewing more
Or
Highlander the series.
Here we
And
are.
and on Monday I will be back with more the Mario RPGs.
yeah.
Yep. So look forward to that. Until then, poodles.